listen to this. I had a few people at my place where I work out at. Conrad, Mr. Silva, can we go to a 2-shot again? Because I want to make sure I see Connie's face. You know why Mike Tyson was biting his gloves?
So he didn't fall asleep?
Nope.
Okay.
I heard this from a few folks, and you're going to go, well, of course he was. He's biting his gloves because if it was a real fight, he'd have knocked his ass out in the first round.
Listen, he stumbled coming down the ramp, and you could tell he was wearing a knee brace. And when you saw the training footage and then you saw the actual execution of the match, it looked a lot different. I'm not familiar with that phenomenon at all. But it was apparent to me that he was having trouble moving. And I said to Megan, I said, hey, I don't know if you're thinking what I'm thinking, but old Double J'd be jumping around. He'd have nailed Jake Paul with a drop kick by now. So I don't want to hear that it's father time. It's just, some of y'all are better than others, right, Jeff?
Right on. That's what I said from the beginning. I mean, the dinner conversation, my own kids would think, Dad, wait, he's 58. You would kick the shit out of this guy. And I'm like, ladies, I don't think it is about. I just don't think it's about true sport tonight. Oh, no. Tyson's going to kill him. I
mean, right there at the end of the match, I mean, you could tell that he was out of it, and he put himself in the figure 4. I mean, anyway. I just can't believe those shameful promoters would do such a thing.
You win. You win.
God. I mean, how dare they give us all this entertainment globally and make it the most successful combat sports fight, most viewed, most traffic, most trending, most revenue.
Tremendous. And I can't believe that Tyson in his post-match promo would does he not understand episodics? You can't.
No, he doesn't. But listen, let me just give you a prediction. I predict that it's going to be Logan Paul and Jake Paul, and maybe with some partners at WrestleMania in Las Vegas. That's my prediction. I also predict that John Jones, who picked up a victory on Saturday, I don't know if you saw his post-match. He did a little Trump celebration, whatever. But after that, he said, hey, man, we're going to have to get with Uncle Dana and Uncle Hunter and see what they want to do. So it makes me wonder, going to Las Vegas, home of the UFC, home of big-time boxing, it's going to be interesting to see what happens at WrestleMania. We're actually live here. Yes, Jerry Manley. I know you asked, are we live? We're really live. Hello, Jerry Manley. Thank you for joining us. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Turn on the notifications bell. We got a lot of fun stuff to talk about. But, Jeff, overall, I thought this was proving the model. We know that we've got WWE coming to Netflix in January. Here in just a few weeks, we're going to have a big-time NFL game on Netflix. I think we're headed towards an even bigger, if that's possible, streaming era for all things. It feels like a weird transition from television right now. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah. That's kind of my radar went up when you just said, kind of think it's proven the model. I'm like, no, wait a minute. We're way past R&D, in my opinion. I mean, research and development.
Not true. The buffering says otherwise. It exceeded their expectation, or it wouldn't have buffered the way it did. More people watch the illegal stream from Antonio Brown than watch the WNBA last year.
I'm going that yes, the R&D phase is over.
Yeah,
it's like Jerry Jarrett in 1979 at the Mid-South Coliseum going, damn, Lawler, how can we figure out how to get more seats in here legally? Can we talk to the fire? I mean, they were the research and development. They just didn't expect that much success. They're prepared. I mean, but all right, 60 million. Think about that, Conrad.
Well, I don't think we have the real number yet. I think as we're talking today,
okay,
on Monday, we don't know. I think Netflix is going to give us the real number on Tuesday as folks are listening.
Oh, so you think it's going to be more or less than 60? And maybe I heard that wrong.
Lot more. Lot more.
Wow.
Yeah. This made the Super Bowl look like the kiddie table. This
Okay.
is the biggest promotion of all time. And I know that pisses people off and it annoys people, but those are just facts.
So what makes a number one hit? I've used this analogy so many times.
Song or the singer?
So and it's, to me, it's the combination of both, but you can have a song so good that no matter who sings it, it goes to number one. And
this was not the song.
And you can have a singer. You can have a singer so damn good that whatever he or she puts out, you get a number one out of it. So you're saying there was not a combo deal here?
No. First of all, no one has ever been highly entertained watching a Mike Tyson fight. Before that fight, he was 3 out of his last 4. He got knocked out 2 fights prior to that, and he quit between the 5th and 6th round, I believe, when he was 38. So I didn't imagine 20 years later he had more guts, more speed, more power. I didn't imagine any of that was real. But at the same time, I knew that we were combining nostalgia, which always draws. I shouldn't say always. If you use it rarely, nostalgia works. And at the same time, you had the young people who aren't the old people who grew up watching Tyson like you and I did, but we had people who were around your kitchen table who knew who Jake Paul is, who had grown up with him. So you combine both of those and you don't make it pay-per-view. You make it accessible to people. More people than ever signed up for Netflix, renewed their Netflix subscription, tried it. I mean, you look at their subscriber base. They've got more than 200 million subscribers. This was a huge opportunity, and I know there were flaws, and I know people can poke holes in it, but as far as the first effort for a major event like this, man, I'm impressed. Good for them.
Oh no, but I'm going back to the Cowherd thing. It's a spectacle. The circus comes to town once a year, or something he said. But nostalgia sold correctly, you just said not all the time. If you market it with the right vein, because in a lot of ways, look at every WrestleMania. They sold, even the early ones. You had Liberace. I mean, it was made into this thing that, what am I watching? What spectacle am I seeing here? And it's just built and built and built. I think, again, I'm going to go back another page, and I know this is low-hanging fruit in the obvious, but another page out of kind of the professional wrestling business that's been around forever. Just create hype and sell, promote. There was no steak, sizzling steak. I mean, to me, there was no singers on Friday. It was all song, Conrad. That's where it's all mystique and YouTube fame. Nobody tuned in to see a good fight. I think
I think people tuned in to see Mike Tyson get his head knocked off. I don't know that you saw this, but
what about the other way around?
67% of the betting money that came in on BetMGM came in on Tyson. The casinos absolutely cleaned up.
Yeah, of course they did.
You're talking about the myth of what was Mike Tyson. And now, 20 years later, after he quit between rounds, people were still believing it.